All right, bros. Let's get started with a Kendra G video. Let's check it out. Yo, whiskey, whiskey. Solitude ain't that bad. It ain't. It's not. It's not the worst thing in the world. I definitely agree to that. Um, but I hope you feel not 100% alone. You know, we are here together. So don't think that no one's thinking about you because this brother here is thinking about you guys. All right, we are here all together. So but thank you, whiskey. All right, let's get started. Let's watch out some. Let's watch some hilarious, delusional women. I think that's interesting, right? Cuts up with the boredom. So let's watch.
Ready? I love this. Oh, good light, camera, stand. This is what I'm talking about. What's your name, baby girl? The ladies been on point tonight. They were on point on TikTok. I love this. How do you say your name, love?
Constance.
Constance. Where you calling me from?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. How old are you?
I'm 34. How'd you think about it?
34?
Yes.
What you do for a
I
living?
do marketing and graphic design.
Marketing. Oh, my pants dying. Graphic design. You have any kids?
I have one boy.
How old's your
He
son?
is 5 going on 35.
5. Why you not with the dad?
We were married, and he had an affair. And I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna try to work it out, but he didn't do right, so I left.
Okay. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. When did you get a divorce?
We divorced about 4 years ago.
4 years ago. Okay. So your child was what, one?
He was 2.
2. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign, Constance?
I'm a Taurus.
Taurus, when's your birthday?
May 20th.
Ah, almost. I May 7th. All right.
Okay.
Taurus gang, you know it's the best sign. Don't play with it.
Yo, whiskey. I have my dog, Gracie. Gracie was a gift from God. I do believe that. Sometimes I I go back and forth if I want a pet because I work so much. I think I don't have so much time for a pet. But a lot of people in my life have been telling me you should get a pet. You should get a pet, bro, because it takes up that loneliness. So I do agree it would, but I just think that I wouldn't have enough time for a pet. So, but that's amazing. It's awesome that you excuse me. It's awesome that you have a dog. Those are man's best friend indeed.
It is.
All right, so we got Constance, Oklahoma, 34, Taurus. Is a mom, divorced. She works in marketing, graphic design. Let's do it. I love that you're ready. You got a good light. You don't understand how much I love this girl. What kind of man you looking for?
Now, I it is terrible that she, you know, uh wanted to work with her husband, and but it couldn't work out. But I've said this before that one red flag I've always seen in women is that the type of men they choose. You chose the type of man that would cheat on you, would cheat on his wife, and would pretty much be a bad representation of a husband and a father. So, bit on you for choosing that type of man.
Um, I want someone funny, because I'm funny. I can't carry the relationship. It can't just be on me. So, charismatic for sure. God fearing. I want a man that can lead. I don't know.
A man that can lead. We'll listen to more, but a lot of times I think that women can't handle men that can lead. So let's see the things she was saying. But I honestly think that women can't really handle the type of men that are leadership type of men. So
I know I want a good man, but everyone does. So I want a good, loyal man that I can bring to my parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your deal breakers?
Excessive smoking and drinking. I don't smoke or drink at all. I've never smoked or drank, so I don't demand for someone else to not smoke or drink because I understand that can be hard for people. But just Too much is a deal breaker. A liar. I'm a very transparent person, so liars are number one. Um, I guess that's it. I don't want someone with a whole bunch of baby mamas. That's a deal breaker for sure. I think that's about it.
All right. And what about those are deal breakers? Should he look a certain way?
Good. I want a fine man. Ethnicity doesn't matter. You want someone that is attractive. I don't want to say you want the one that everyone wants, but you want a man who's going to turn heads and that can accept that attention and not be, out there.
And I go.
This is a thing where I recently said this on a TikTok that women's healing journey is foolish. Now, I'm not saying that women should get a man that's completely ugly, but shouldn't be that big of a concern. Like, I want a man that's fine. I want a man that turns head. Well, let's put it logically in her kind of situation. Most likely her husband could have turned heads. How did that went? He could turn heads and he cheated on you. I'm not saying, oh, get with the most ugly man in the world, but looks shouldn't be the biggest thing, in my opinion. I'm not saying, again, here's my thing where I've done it before, where I view it as long as you're just average. I mean, it's like, I feel like it's the difference between as long as you're not ugly, between the difference between as long as you're fine or you can turn heads. Those are different things. I feel like just be average. But for me, I care more about the personality. How you treat me is more important than how you look. Okay, it's kind of like a balance scale. Depends on how good you look. If you don't look, I mean, you better be treating me like amazingly. So I prefer, like, I'd rather you treat me amazingly than, the scale being more that you're fine. You're turning heads. Because I've gotten with some women that are like 7s and 8s before. And it's nice that, she can turn heads, but it's like they didn't treat me all that great. So it wasn't the end all to be all. Yo, Whiskey! I've had the privilege of having 4 dogs in my life. Sam, Shepherd Mix, Jax, Dobie Mix, Bert, Shepherd Mix, Gracie, Westie, Bulldog. All lived for 15 plus years. I cried when they passed. Whew. I had my ex, she was devastated when her dogs died. So I get it. I get the feeling. So, but they lived a long life. It looks like they lived a long life. So, that's what you should cherish. Yo, Just, thank you for stopping by, bro.
Go after it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you say you're open to ethnicities.
Yeah.
Was your husband black?
No, he's Vietnamese.
Oh, okay.
So I have a Malaysian baby.
Okay.
Yo, the husband was Vietnamese. Bro, that's foul. Foul on that bro. Foul on that man. I'm Vietnamese, okay? For any of you guys didn't know, I'm Vietnamese. So that's man. No, I don't. I definitely that bro. Not cool at all. Not cool at all, bro. I was hoping that we just got started, bro. We just got started, so you didn't miss too much. Yeah, her ex-husband being Vietnamese, that's disappointing that he cheated on her. It was disappointing. That brother's disappointing. But this is the thing where I've always said this. The problem with how women vet is not about the race of a man. It's not about how tall he is, what he looks like, how much money he makes. None of those factors equate to being a good man. Equate to being a morally sound man. None of those equate to being a good man. I have a friend, which we haven't been that type of friends lately, but he, even though he's Asian, he's not the most morally sound man. He's a great guy. He's a great guy, great friend, but he's not the most morally sound man when it comes to relationships. So again, those factors do not equate a good man. And a lot of women they go for men with these superficial traits. How good he looks, his talking game, how funny he is, how charming he is, and you think that these men would be loyal. You think these men are morally sound. It's not. So that's something that women need to understand. But yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in that, bro.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I mean, yes, yes, I would love to be a stay-at-home wife. But I know in this economy that's asking a lot. So I guess maybe I don't know. I don't want to put a cap on it, because if he is not making a lot, but he's the man of my dreams, I wouldn't want to turn him away.
Okay.
I don't know. He gotta make something though, because I'm kind of spoiled.
She's kind of spoiled. Okay. So no number, but you do well.
Please.
Okay. Please.
No, rappers, or he's trying to start his career. But I have such a huge heart. I feel like if I see the potential in him, I'm like, okay, well, we got to get you an LLC, and But I don't want to fix every man I'm with. So can he have his stuff together? Is all I'm asking.
All right, have it together.
Oh, I had a subscribe or a follower gave me a question that he said, I want to he was thinking if he should give a woman allowance, i.e. how much, spoiling a woman. Okay? He wanted to talk, he asked me a question about spoiling women. And I answered him like, one of the things that you have to understand, when you spoil a woman, it's dangerous territory. It is dangerous territory. So one of the things I said that, you got to judge it by your, how big your pockets are. And the best thing for a man who wants to spoil a woman, because a lot of men do want to spoil a woman, it is to be measured with how you spoil women. I will always say that go slow. In the beginning, go slow. Because if outright, right at the beginning of the relationship, you spoil her so bad and she's like a queen, like a princess, you're not going to be able to turn that faucet down. You're not going to be able to turn that lever down. Because then now you have to keep that shit up. Because now women are expectant of that level of spoilage. They're expectant of that level. So my advice, the abridged version, is that just if that's what you want, really go slow about it, because spoiling a woman is it's a one-way direction. You can't just all of a sudden dip down, because then you're changing how they feel about you. And when women change how they feel, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good thing.
Should he be in Oklahoma?
Yeah. Can he move to Oklahoma? I don't feel like my husband's in Oklahoma, but I want him to be open to moving, because
What is that? What is S? What is that? SCTV Christmas. I don't know what that is. Okay, I can play it for a little bit. Let's finish this video. Let's finish this video first, and then let's check out this SCTV Christmas thing. We'll check it out. I'm open to requests tonight. Definitely any night.
My ex-husband might not have been a good husband, but he's a phenomenal father, and I think that that's really selfish of me to move me and my child away from him. So I would like to stay here because of him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So If it gets serious, he has to be open to moving to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, Cam, I don't think that you're around. Wait, this is my lounge area. I mean, my lounge outfit. Okay.
Okay. All right. Ooh, we see you, girl. So, Constance, when was your last relationship?
My last relationship ended this summer. I found out he was lying to me. And I mean, I get, some people tell a little white lie. I understand that, I get that not everyone is perfect, but he lied and told me that his baby mama was dead. And I was so sad. I know. I was so sad for his child. And I was like, telling my family to pray for the loss of this, baby, because she just lost her mama and it's her senior year. I was so sad about it. And I found out that she wasn't dead at all. And his excuse was, she's dead to me. It hurt my feelings so bad because, like, he had potential to be wonderful, but that I just felt like that was a very pointless lie. And I feel like if you lie about that, you'd lie about it.
Yeah, that's not only is a pointless lie. I won't say it's pointless. It's that character that was revealed. The fact that he said the woman who brought his child into this world is dead and she's alive. That's dangerous, child.
He said a brain aneurysm too. He didn't just say that. I mean, he put the whole story. Like it was a.
How did you find out she wasn't dead?
Girl, his phone ended up getting stolen or something. Something happened, and so I reached out to his brother's girlfriend, and I'm like, guys, I'm worried. I haven't heard from him, and so I'm like, you need to reach out to the girl's mom because he was visiting a daughter, whatever. The brother's girlfriend was like, well, I'll just text Jessica, and I'm like, girl, Jessica dead. She's been dead since April. Like, what are you talking about? She was like, she's not dead. I'm like, yes, she is. Like, I promise she did. Because why would he lie about that? So anyway, long story short, girl, she is very much alive.
And when you talked to him, what was his excuse? Because he gave you a full story.
Dead to me. He was like, oh.
Okay, but that to me doesn't, but how do you get the aneurysm and all that?
He basically made it seem like they had a toxic relationship, which I'm sure that they do. But I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I can't even, it was so red flaggy to me that I just immediately backed up. And I was just like, whoa, this is not husband material. I can't, I can't. So I just respect.
She's 34.
Respectfully.
Yeah, that's
go with him.
Crazy. That's crazy. All right. You don't have.
Yo, Whiskey. You've been one of the biggest super chatters. You didn't really have to do that, but thank you, bro. I will be showing this SCTV Christmas special after this video. Okay, so check that out.
The answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I don't want to answer that.
3 flaws you have to work on.
Well, we already know that she recently had intimacy with somebody.
I have a hard time saying no. I feel like I'm a people pleaser. And that's, that's not all that good. So, definitely that. Sometimes I'm too nice. I feel like a lot of people take advantage of, well, dang, I probably shouldn't be saying that on a dating app because I don't need nobody, taking this and using it against me. But I am working on saying no, and I understand that no is a complete sentence, and I don't have to give an explanation why. So I'm definitely working on that. And probably late. I am always late. It is not okay. And I promise I'm working on it, but I just don't really have a concept of time. And I'll be like, okay, I need to get up and get ready, and leave in 30 minutes, and then 28 minutes, then I get up and get ready. So I need to work on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm phenomenal. I am. I feel like, I don't know. I have this trait where I'm good at everything that I do. So I just feel like I overachieve at every single thing that I do. I'm an entrepreneur. I am a phenomenal mother.
Egotistical. Sounds egotistical. This is a thing where she just said she's phenomenal. Yet her husband cheated on her. How great of a wife are you? How great of a catch are you when a man would cheat on you? He didn't want you. This is a thing where a lot of women need to rein that ego in. Because honestly, your history, your dating history has proven how great of a person you are, how great of a partner you are. Because a lot of women don't understand, when you're still single in the dating market, the men that you chose to be with couldn't stand the test of time. A lot of times it shows that you are lacking of a partner. I'm not saying completely, but you're not as great as you assume you are. Especially when she's saying she's phenomenal. It's like she's really hyping herself up to a degree where you're going above and beyond. And to say that you are amazing, an amazing partner, yet you have yet to have a partner that stand the test of time with you. Especially when you're the man that you married, who the father of your child didn't want to be with you. You know, that's something that women need to understand. And it showed you that maybe you're not as great as you think you are.
I'm the president of the PTSO. I don't know. I feel so passionate about everything that I do that I can pour into whomever that I'm with. I'm a good cook. And I don't know. I think any guy that I'm with will be lucky for sure.
Woo! Any guy that gets
Not her husband. And this is a thing where, I mean, it could be a lot of things. I mean, it's not like she's saying it. Could be wasn't getting enough sex. Could be she's nagging. I mean, she may be very demanding. She's maybe annoying to be around. She may be she could be controlling herself. So magnitude of reasons, but it's just it shows her history shows it's very counterintuitive. It's very counter to the thing she's saying how amazing she is. Any man would be lucky, yet the men she's been with didn't want to be with her for long.
so would be lucky. Do you want more kids?
Not really. My son wants a sibling, and I always say we're gonna find a good man with children. We're gonna have a blended family because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
So would you date a guy with kids?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
So you know the request is you don't want any more kids, and that's fine. And you want this man, if potentially, so this will be the man that you're requesting. You don't want to have any more kids, so he should have a kid. But if he has a kid, he has to be open to moving himself and the kid to Oklahoma and getting a job in Oklahoma.
If he
I like that. Kendra showed her hypocrisy there. I like that. Kendra just showed this woman's hypocrisy. So this man, this like she wants a leader, yet she's pretty much asking for a follower. That's the insanity. You want a man that leads, and you want to be a stay-at-home mom and shit like that, yet you want a man to move to you. You want a man to uproot his life to come to you.
Yeah, that's asking a lot, huh?
Well, I just think that when people speak, you got to think of all the things, right? Not saying it's impossible, but I understand.
Oh, and I do. In personal opinion, I really do think it's not the greatest thing when you only have one child. Kids can get lonely. So having one child is, never the greatest in my opinion. It's better to at least have two.
Your point of view is you want a man. You don't want to. You want to still, even though you're not with your ex-husband, you don't want to take your child away. But this could become a challenge. I mean, your best bet is to meet a man that's already in Oklahoma, right? So this way he's not uprooting his life. Yeah. But the request is you want a man that's willing to move to Oklahoma. So it'd be one thing if you were open to having more kids and then maybe I'll start your own family. But you don't want any more kids.
Let me not say that, because I feel like, I mean, if I found my husband and he want more kids, why would I say no to that? I love being a mom. So I guess that is kind of selfish of me to say I don't want no more kids because but I don't know. I guess I'd be open to that. if it's the right one. Like if we have a successful, healthy marriage, then I'd be okay with that. But
I do think women are too picky. I do think women are too picky. They put too many barriers on themselves. Women put so many barriers on themselves that make dating so much harder.
So are you always gonna live around your child's father?
um, I mean, I guess until he gets old enough, and go off to college. But I don't know. I just feel like I feel like there are so many people who wish they had the type of support that I have, with my child's father. We have a very good co-parenting relationship. He gets my kid. I mean, honestly, we fight over that. Like, can I please have my son because he's an active dad. So I just feel like that would be so selfish of me to take that away. I don't know.
Well,
You know, sometimes I have a friend, okay? His girl, to make he sounds pretty much like this guy, where his girlfriend opened up their relationship for her husband, my friend. She opened up the relationship so he can have more women too. They have done, it's he's very happy with the woman he has because she satisfies him a lot in many kind of ways. She's make the relationship very fun for him. So I don't know, depending on the type of man you have, maybe some women have to do that. Maybe some women have to introduce other women into the relationship. So I don't know.
it's something you just gotta. I mean, it's definitely gonna interfere with your options of men because
Why her ex-husband sounds like well, her husband cheated on her. That's why. That's why she couldn't continue. I think he wanted. He probably was the type of man that wanted variety. This is the thing where I think some women have to understand the type of man you get. I think, in my personal opinion, she chose the type of man that was the type of man. I honestly believe she chose the player. She chose to marry the player, the bad boy, the man that would turn heads, the man that attracts women. She chose that type of man. So, since you chose the player, even if the player turns into a good guy or turns into a good father or supposedly a good husband, you can't take the game out of the player. You can't take the game out of the player. So what a friend of mine did was she introduced women into his life. That's the thing where she knew that, that's the type of man he is. He was a player on. This man had like a body count, probably a couple hundred. before she even met him, he had a body count of a couple hundred. So, you chose the player. Honestly, you can't take the game out of the player. So what she did to fix the issue is that she introduced women into the marriage. So, sometimes women gotta understand the type of man they choose.
there might be a man that might be into you, but he might want you to move to him or wherever the case.
No, I think Whiskey. I think it was like a one way open relationship where it's just bringing other women in, not other men in, just bringing other women in.
Case may be. So it has to be a guy already that's open to move to Oklahoma. Who knows what the job will be there? But okay, I mean, you put it out there. That's what will work for you. Let's see if we can find a man that can fit that. What's the age range you would date, Constance?
I don't want anything younger than me. So I mean, 34 and up, maybe 33. I'm
They
pushing
said,
it, but 30.
why can't y'all work it out?
Yeah.
You and your ex-husband.
No. I don't want anyone to think that I just said deuces and left. I definitely did try while we were married. But he just wasn't acting right. And I felt like I deserved better than that. And I felt like it was better for me to leave while my child was still so small that he didn't understand the concept of mommy and daddy are together. And so like now, we have family dinners. He was down at my parents' house for Thanksgiving. Like we have a you family kind of vibe. It's
Does
no
he
uh-uh.
have a new woman?
He and the girl he cheated on me with were together for a good little chunk of time. So I don't know what his relationship status is. It ain't none of my business.
Let me ask you, is he as committed to living around you as you are to living around him?
Yeah.
Like, so he won't leave Oklahoma.
Nah.
Okay.
He wouldn't want to leave his child, and he's not taking my child. So yeah.
Okay, got you. All right, let's get into it. All right, Constance, are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
I
All right, let me
am.
pull you in. Okay, honey, you keep me posted how it goes, girl.
Listen, I hope I come back, in a year or two, and I be like, Kendra, thanks to you, I married him.
Want to leave. So I'm not sure if this guy would get up and relocate to Oklahoma and build his life around your ex-husband. Because that's the request. The request is, I got a divorce, but me and my ex-husband are still co-parenting our child, and I need for you to move to me and be a part of this dynamic. And you just said the ex-husband comes over on Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it could be a lot for a man. This is why some men, I will be honest, don't want women with kids.
Yeah.
Because they know of all the things that come along with. So it's not impossible. It's not impossible. I think you would have a better chance if you're just open-minded to building a unit with your new husband to be and whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
I think this is the case where, this is the consequences of marrying the bad boy, marrying the player, having kids with the player. Wanting the player to change. I think this is the case where kind of what happens when you marry the player. He may be a good father, but he's still a player. He's still into women. He's into variety of women. So this is the case where, understand that you wanted the player. So this is what you get. So I don't know. What do you guys think?